30 years ago, the Northern Territory made history as the first place in Australia to allow people to legally end their life. We now call it voluntary assisted dying, or VAD. Judy Dent's husband Bob was the first person in the world to undergo the procedure, under the guidance of Dr. Philip Nietzsche.
He hung this bag of fluid on the stand, put the needle in Bob's arm, and almost instantly the pain signs disappeared from his face, and he just looked peaceful. And I can't tell you how long it took, but minutes. He had died.
In 1997, the newly elected Howard government made VAD illegal once again, and Dr. Nietzsche left Australia for Holland.
I found it impossible to work in that environment and headed over here, where the environment is much easier to talk about issues like end-of-life options.
It wasn't long before other countries legalised VAD. In 2019, Victoria and then other Australian states and territories followed suit, allowing VAD for the terminally ill. The NT is now the only jurisdiction where VAD is still illegal, but that could be about to change. The report recommends that VAD be made available for individuals who are suffering from conditions that are advanced, progressive and expected to cause death. But there's no time frame on an individual's prognosis. In other words, there's no month to live requirement. Nurse and Pastor Malcolm Alt worries about VAD laws being expanded over time in a way that allows for too many people to die.
The Netherlands has began in that way, a constrained limit on the legislation, and then pushed back to the point now where the rates of VAD within the Netherlands are around 5 or 5.3%.
Shelley Lovera is a Torres Strait Islander woman and Pentecostal pastor, worried Indigenous concerns will be sidelined.
As Indigenous people, they see life as sacred, and we believe in, and also from a godly perspective, you've got to fight for life. You're right there to the very end. You don't give up on people.
But others believe it should be an individual's choice.
The argument against that, I think, was compellingly put in the NT Assembly when Wes Lanapoy, the member for Arnhem then, was the casting vote on that split parliament, when he got up and said, look, our people will never use such a law, but I don't see that we should stand in the way of other people who want to use it.
The report recommending VAD be legislated will be tabled in the upcoming parliamentary sitting, with Speaker Robin Lamley, who used to be against VAD, indicating she will now vote for it. Matthew Qvortrup, ABC News, Alice Springs.